There are people who are fighting in marriages today. They're not fighting their husband. They're fighting their father. The way your father used to talk to your mother, you didn't like it. So you enter into marriage and you say, I will never take this from any man. So your husband he's not even talking like your father. He's just showing the sign. You can see this man, he wants to be, I can see, he wants to be like my father. Before he tries it, you are seeing into the future. Like this man wants to be rude, I can see. Can see it. Before he starts, let me cure his madness. But it's not him. He hasn't done anything to you. If you're from a broken home, for instance, that may be one of two things will happen to you. Either it becomes your normal, or you make up your mind to do everything opposite of what your parents did. Now, the latter may happen, but rarely does. Most times, divorce becomes a normal to you. So there are certain things. Violence in some homes is normal. Being a second wife in some homes is normal. My younger sister had a friend when she was in college. And the girl was dating a married man. And so they did a, friends intervention. They all gathered in a room, sat her in the middle, and everyone had something to say. How can you, whatever you sow, you will reap. They went on and on. How can you destroy another home because you want to date a married man? They talked and talked. My sister said for 1 good hour, they went around and advised her. And when they finished talking, they now said to her, so are you going to leave the man? She said, no. I said, so you are still going to marry a married? How can you want to be a second wife? She said, my mom is a second wife. That was her normal. So they were preaching to the choir. Talk for 1 full hour. But her mom was she was a product of a second wife. So she didn't understand what the drama was about. So it's the same way some of your friends today might even be dating men who are beating them, or men are dating women who are beating them. Because yes, there's that one too. And they don't see anything wrong with it. Why? Because it was the normal in their family. There's a couple we counseled a couple of years ago. Sadly, they are divorced today. When they came to us, I promise you, I didn't know what the problem was. The lady was from a home where they literally whisper in their house. They don't, no raised voices. I don't know if you come from a family like that. You guys don't yell. And she was married to an Igbo man who grew up in the East. Not Igbo Lagos, so not my type. Igbo in the East. So if you're from Nigeria, you know what I mean. You know that if they're having a conversation on the phone, we are all in on that conversation. Hello? Oyeneku? Where all of us are in on that conversation. They are very loud. She now marries that kind of man and he's choleric. So tough. So when the man is talking to her, she's so nervous. There was one day she actually peed on herself. And we thought it was a joke. She said she couldn't take it. So her parents came and picked her up with her children and she left the marriage. And when she was talking, I was like, what's the problem? She said, my husband is always shouting. The man said, I'm not shouting, no. If I shout, you will not. I said, sir, I believe you are not shouting. Honestly. The only challenge now is how do we convince Madam Whisperer that she's not shouting? We're laughing, but that marriage is over. We counseled for months, family intervention. The girl was losing her mind. Every time we talked, she would, she was shocked. So her parents came to carry her because cannot come and kill herself and die. So he picked her up and she left. So your natural family has an effect on you. For some people, divorce is normal. If you don't retrain your mind, then divorce will be a problem. For some people, they don't understand the concept of submission in marriage. That two people can actually respect each other and one person actually believes that, oh, it's fine, let's go with your leadership. They can't handle it because they didn't see their mom do it. And so in marriage, it's not your leadership she's fighting. It's what has been patterned for her. There was a girl that I was counseling. She's been married for about 15 years now. And they're doing okay. But the year that I was doing their counseling, The guy did something, I can't quite remember what it was, but to be honest, it wasn't anything major. And she was so mad. She said to me, I will slap him. Eh? I say, you slap man. That's all I could think. I was like, you slap man. And the guy was taller than her. She was like, I'll slap him. Who the hell does it? I said, eh? I said, first of all, you reduce your voice first. Secondly, you not slap. She said, I don't need a man. She said that thing like a couple of times. Every time there's a small issue, I don't need a man. And I said to her, wait, this thing I've been hearing, say her mom says it all the time to her dad. And she slaps her dad. So, it was her normal. I had to keep counseling. She didn't even know there was anything wrong with it. So for you, as a person, as a single person especially, when you go home today, I need you to sit down and think about some of the things that you consider normal. One of the things we always say in counseling is your normal. Because your normal may just not be normal. You think it is, but it's not. So foundation. First thing, if your marriage is going to work or it's going to last, foundation.
Wow, what a journey we've just been on together in this video. We believe with all our hearts that it's not by accident that you found yourself here today on the Right Choice YouTube channel. Every moment you've spent with us has been part of something bigger, a divine arrangement, a seed of inspiration, encouragement, and transformation planted into your heart for such a time as this.